Hi, welcome to the Stockinit Zombies. I'm Amy, also known as Janitma.
And I'm Megan, also known as Just Run It, and this is episode 67. So, how is your week going?
It was a bit of a rough start, as I know it's been for a lot of people out there, other podcasters and
Podcast viewers.
Yeah, it's been a rough start to the week, but Megan and I are doing our best to stay upbeat, and
we're hoping you join us.
And we're pretty excited about something. What is it?
We are reviewing Alana Dakos' new book, Botanical Knits.
Yay! And we're going to do that later, though. Yes, but we got a lot of other things to talk about.
But we are way excited about it. So this is our first formal review. So cool. Let us commence this.
Administrati.
Wow. Oh, you guys are going to love this.
So we have 3 prizes from a generous dyer and seamstress
and retreat goer.
Yes. She's going to be vending at our retreat, and we really appreciate her. This is, I always say it wrong.
Spartacus Dyes.
Spartacus Dyes. Spartacus. Okay. And so
it's a shawl kit.
Yeah, this
a noisy shawl kit.
This one is, I'm gonna try to peel a sticker. This one is called Brains, and this is the right amount to do the shawl that Josh has Geonitrix Designs is doing, a mystery shawl starting in March. It's for purchase now, and it starts in March, and this is just the right amount of yarn to do a smaller version of it, or the scripted version of the mystery. Mm-hmm. You can go in for extra, I think.
And that one is called
Brains.
Birds.
So I'll show that.
And this is Knit of the Living Dead. And so the mystery shawl, or to be part of the retreat knit along, you have to have green in it. This is a very not minty, evergreeny green, maybe?
Yeah.
No, evergreen's kind of darker, but it's
Kelly.
Kelly green. Let's go with that one. And that one's more of a darker grayish.
Yeah, like brain
green.
matter.
Yeah. Mm.
And then this is it.
And she's got super fun packaging, and I love her little sticker that's got the gal knitting, and then the bag has a really fun tag on it too. So I have decided what our other giveaway is going to be. Do you know how we're going to give these away? Open a thread.
Yeah, I think that we need to give these away as soon as possible so we can get them in the mail.
Yeah.
And you can use them for Josh's mystery.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to open a thread, and we're going to have people say, I don't know, what they enjoy about mystery knit-alongs, I guess. And if you don't enjoy them, you can say that. That's fine. It's no obligation to like them in order to enter.
Only enter if you enjoy mystery knit-alongs.
But you can say why you don't like them, why, you'd rather see the finished design.
Yeah, let's not put negative. Let's go, if you don't want to say something you like about a mystery knit-along, you could say something you like about knitting shawls.
Okay. It's a shawl kit.
Upbeat.
Right. That's the name of the game. Yes. Anyway, so we have that, and then also she included this really cute keychain, and I'm actually using it on my keys so that I don't lose them in the bottom of my purse. So yeah, it makes it easy to find.
That tag. The
yeah.
Tag there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really sturdy, and you can put little bits of stuff in it, and
I could see taking it on a run with me, because then your keys would all be connected to a semi-little billfoldy thing, and it's got fun little skulls on it.
Yep.
And it's soft too. That's
flannel. It's flannel.
Fun. So thank you so very much for your generosity of spirit and of wares, Miss Mary Gale of Spartacus Dyes.
Okay. And then
for the March, April KL, I used my new ball winder, and I balled up all of my Miracle Gen yarn.
Wow.
So sitting there ready to go, ready for March.
So for the giveaways for our March knit along,
March, April,
we have
that's so beautiful.
April showers bring May flowers.
Isn't that so fun?
It's very pretty. And this one is The sock yarn, 490 yards. Wow.
Yeah, that's like
very
a
generous.
Game there.
Yeah. And then
Miracle Jen's daughter,
yes,
is Hobbledehoy.
Hobbledehoy, yeah.
They are a bunch of fiber artistes in that family.
So I have not spun any Hobbledehoy, so I am a little bit jealous of
She
you
was
all.
like, I have to give this away. I'm like, yes, you must.
I have not tried any of this stuff yet.
These
this
are
is really
batlings.
beautiful. Yeah, batlings. These guys are really cool. So they have sparkle in them, and it says may contain everything, and this list is like, I don't know, 20
Yak, soy
things.
silk, just to name a few. Tessa silk, fine alpaca,
Faux cashmere.
ooh, that'd be nice.
Banana silk threads.
Baby BFL locks.
It could be any of those things,
Yes.
because that's what the tag is marked. May contain any/all. And this is really cute. It's 3 ounces. I haven't yet to try to core spin, but it looks like something that would be very fun core spun.
And that will be the first fiber we've ever given away on the podcast.
Really?
as well.
Cool.
I believe. Somebody
So-
can correct me if I'm wrong, but.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's from Hobbledehoy. Thank you, ladies.
And those will be prizes for the KAL finishers.
Yes, March,
So,
April
We've got
finishers.
a KAL kickoff prizes from Spartakits, and we've got Hobbledehoy and Miracle Jen as prizes for the Miracle Jen KAL.
Yes. So I have a lot of shawls to knit.
Me too. Me too.
I have a lot of shawls to knit. I might get a little sick of them. So far, they're very fun.
So you have an FO, my friend.
I do. I have socks. So these.
Yay! Socks done.
These are the Ill-Lit Moonlights. All-Lit to Moon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just call them the Moonlight socks.
Moonlight socks. They have these really cool
That
like
makes me think
circle
of
cables.
moonlighting. Do you remember
Yeah.
moonlighting with Bruce Willis back when he had like hair?
Yeah, how many years ago was that? Wow. So it has circles for the moon.
Sorry, Amy's just like, I'm going to continue on because I've got a lot to say today. Okay.
And it was neat because I'd never done this technique where you do a horizontal chain while you're knitting around, and there is a technique to it to make it better. So I got better as I went along, and I would love to try it again in different patterns. But yeah, that was a little bit of a challenge for me. And yeah, these have been worn. They've been blocked on my feet. That's why they're kind of mushy. But
what's the yarn?
this one is the is Dream in Color Everlasting. Just the Everlasting sock weight. And I really like, I don't know the colorway, I'm sure it's out in my project page, but I really enjoy how it didn't pool. Looks very clean. If you look at the bottom of the foot, it almost looks stripy. But
Cast on my stripy socks.
I haven't done it yet either. Bad podcaster.
Bad KLers.
Yeah.
Well, mine are for the business casual KL with Celtic cast on as well. So I got to get those on the needle.
Gotta get going.
Get them going. I've
So
got
that's it.
cast on-itis, so not that I've cast on a lot of things. I just want to cast on a lot of
Yes.
things. So this was my FO last week, so I don't get to claim double FOage, but this is it blocked. It's very. I didn't block it very aggressively, other than making the points down here at the bottom. So that made a big difference. It's not rolling anymore, and you can really see the color. I really like how the increased row makes kind of this
A
nice
line.
little shadowing effect. And then I was just telling Amy today, Susan B. Anderson had a really fun video on her blog about how she styled her Quaker Ridge shawl in one of her photos. And so she put the little short edge here, and then she wrapped it around front, and then she whipped it around like that. And Amy's like, that's a really big shawl for you, Megan. But it is going to be more scarfish. I'm going to wear it as outerwear. And then as a KL participation prize, from the amazing Knitting Amy. She sent me a shawlpinheaven.com shawl pin, which she wanted to, she thought it was fitting because it was near Valentine's Day, and it has a heart. So she said that they're inexpensive little shawl pins that are really fun, and I tend to agree with her.
Cool.
Yeah. Shawlpinheaven.com. Yep. So that was nice, and I'm gonna probably wear that tomorrow because it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. Do you have exciting plans?
None.
No.
Kidding. I might run to the bookstore and buy my kids some books.
We always get the kids. We go down to the I can't remember what it's called. It's like a Dollar General, but everything's $1.
Right.
And they have balloons.
Oh,
and Valentine's balloons, and you will not believe how excited children get over getting balloons. And I mean, they're $1, so you're like, go to town, like pop it. I don't care. It was $1. It's a helium-filled.
They're Mylar balloons.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're nice.
Yes, they are.
Shiny.
So that is my not really an FO.
Alrighty, I see that.
Okay, works in progress. We're cooking with heat today.
This is my lefty.
I've been seeing a lot of pretty ones out there. Did you see Blogless Cogless?
I have not yet.
It's so beautiful.
I will have to go check that out.
Oh, it's so her colors.
Oh yeah,
like screams. Yes, it screams her name. That is very pretty. Beautiful. I won't flip anybody off this week. I promise.
So I am only 3 petals shy of the end according to the pattern, or at least the picture in the pattern, because it says you can go until you run out of yarn. But and I am getting pretty close to the end of this Malabrigo ball. I mean,
nowhere near.
Well,
you wanna compare balls?
Oh no,
mine is much smaller than yours, lady.
Well, it just
my blue ball.
Feels like I don't have too much more to go, but definitely going to check the size on it once I get the 3 done and decide if I want to keep going or not. Yeah, and okay, so
what else are you working on, lady?
Yeah, that's right.
Come on,
I know better.
Yeah,
I don't just have one.
I know better.
So I am working on the color Affection, and I just added the next color.
Uh-oh.
Quick, sorry. Hold on.
I can talk.
Emergency.
This is with the,
shoot. Goodness. It's going to require repairs.
Uh-oh.
Darn it.
This is with the Sun Valley Fibers, merino.
Cashmere silk.
Is it merino cashmere silk? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking there was an
or
alpaca in there. It is merino cashmere silk. It's an MCS.
Yeah.
The 110% MCS. And you're knitting that as a shop sample. And yes. I will be knitting a Daybreak with that same base in Iowa State colors in probably March now. That's one of the shawls that needs to go on the needles, along with the Mystery Knit Along. Okay.
Sorry, I just joined this green.
Okay.
So. And I think that's starting to look really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I'm on the every other.
Yeah. Are you doing anything different on the edges? I know some people
No.
said that they thought it was too tight, and so they.
No, I like how it curls, and I've liked how it curls. I guess I didn't ask who this was commissioned for. She didn't say.
Oh, that's right.
To change it, so. And then. Because I like to just pick up and start knitting things. I gotta keep talking. My daughter has been asking me many moons to add wings to this thing. So this pattern is a toothless pattern, so it looks like Toothless the dragon from Riders of Berk. And so I've had the body done forever and told her it was a lizard. And she's been asking a lot to have wings. So I'm making the wings. And see how big these wings are? So, and again, it's proportional because I made my son one out of worsted weight and this is out of sock weight. So this is how big they're supposed to be, but it's a lot of rows. It's like 90 rows per wing.
Does he get 2 full wings?
Yes.
You don't make him as the guy in the movie has a injured wing, right?
Well, it's just a tailed one, right? I still have to make all the little
that's right.
tail pieces.
It's not the wings, it's his tail that's
Yeah. So this part is just going to take forever. There's just no ands, ifs, or buts about it. And it's black yarn, so it's really hard to see where I'm at. And anyway, I love my daughter. She's been asking for a long time. I felt it was time. So I have been working away on Toothless Wings. And that is it. For active.
All your active works in progress?
There are
what was
inactive
I expecting to see? You don't have any garments on the needles?
Sabbatical is on the needles, but it's waiting for these things to go off the needles. I got the sock off the needle. Now if I can get this shawl off the needle, so I only have the one shawl and the one sock, because there's another sock in hibernation. So shawl, sock, garment, I'll be happy. And I'll work on the garment this week. I want to. I've been wanting to.
I am working on, it doesn't have an official name. I've been calling it the Amanda Bell Lacy Shell.
Okay.
Because it rhymes. And I'm
Amanda Bell's Lacy Shell.
And it's out of the Fiber Nymph Dye Works Storm Warning Gradient on her Sunshine Base. That sounds right, Sunshine Base. And it's made quite a bit of progress.
Yes, I would think so.
Since last week. I was like just in the blue last week. And so I've made it up to the light blue, and I'm almost running out of the light blue. I think last time I measured, I was about a 1/2 inch. But once you get to that last 1/2 inch, it seems like you need a 1/2 inch for like a couple of days. You just knit, 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 and I'm no closer. So then I get to do the fun lacy part, and this doesn't have sleeves, so this is basically done.
Sure.
That's what I keep telling myself because I want to cast on other things.
Great.
And then also this week, because I got tired of knitting stock knit in the round, I cast on my vitamin D.
Oh my goodness, that's pretty.
Yes. So my vitamin D is out of TML, Tosh Merino Light, Madeline Tosh Merino Light, which is a single ply fingering weight yarn. It is fantastic. If I could only knit with one yarn for the rest of my life, this would be a top contender.
Yeah.
I just love it. It's got a beautiful drape. I love how soft it is to work with, and it washes up really well. And yeah, it's really economical as well, because you get like 440 yards, I believe, a skein, and most of the time it's a fairly reasonable price. Like I think at Mr. Yarn you can get it down to like 14 or 16. I think it normally retails around the 19 mark. So for me, a sweater of this size would be 3 skeins. So it would be like 40-ish, no, 50-ish dollar sweater.
Okay.
If you got it at Mr. Yarn prices.
Yeah.
And I made my mom an atelier out of it, and so I have a little less than 3 full skeins. I have like 2.8 if you look at the weight. And so, yep, I cast on for a size larger, and it looks really small now because it can't stretch out. I ordered some new cords for my chagoos here, and they have yet to arrive. But it's got this really cool where the sun can come through, radiate increases, I believe. Radiation increases? I don't remember what she calls them. But I've separated for the sleeves, and again, it does look very small. I keep telling myself it's not really small. Like I can stretch it out and it looks the right width from armpit to armpit. And it's supposed to have a little bit of negative ease to no ease. So. Loving it, loving the color. I'm holding it up so I can admire it, but I should probably
wonder if that's like the knitter's version of look at my chest.
Like,
see? It fits, right? See?
Totally fits, right? Everybody shake your head on the other side. Totally fits, right? The arms seem the right width. I don't know. It's really hard. This calls for a sport weight, and if you knit fingering weight and go up the stitch count, sometimes it can get a little shallow because your row gauge changes too, but you don't really account for that because you're knitting the pattern as written but with a larger stitch count, if that makes any sense. It does seem maybe a tish shallow. I can't talk tonight. And that is in my Elizabeth.
That's so funny you did that, because when I'm reading out loud to my son and I keep tripping over my words, I just have to go blah, blah, blah,
yeah,
blah,
it gets
to be able to speak again without...
It gets all the blah blah blahs out. And then my other one was in my Lois Knitting's my bag, large custom Stuck in a Zombie's bag. Doesn't this look huge? It just looks so huge. It just looks like I'm going to be wearing a potato sack, but it's going to be drapey and wonderful. Yeah. I can just...
It's going to look very professional.
I think so.
Yeah, speaking of Lois, I heard she's going to have a fiber bag. So
Ooh.
I'm kind of excited about that. That might be in my future.
Fiber bag.
Fiber bag.
All right, we like zoomed through that, dude. We were like, we
have another speaking of Lois, so I thought that maybe we could transition.
So, as you guys know, we designed for her Bags and More club. You got me talking about fiber. And she sent some goodies. So this was the yarn that oh god, this is so swishy.
Yes, it's these Spinning Fates.
Yes.
Stuff.
Oh, so swishy. And mine is a nice orangey pinky.
That's very pretty.
And yours is lime green. Oh, I love that.
Lime green and pink.
You could make a worsted weight version of the mystery shawl with that.
Yeah, this is a DK.
Okay, and
I was almost thinking of,
Are you sure yours was a DK? I thought mine was DK. I thought yours was a worsted.
Mine says DK.
Well then, I'd be wrong. But look at that cute stitch marker. Everybody, be distracted by my wrongness. Cute stitch marker. Of Petty.
Yeah, I love
the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, I was like, I'd hate to not want to knit a toy out of it, but I kind of want like bulky house socks. I think they'd be so much fun.
Heels and toes.
Yeah, heels and toes.
With the green. And then also little zombie dude.
Yes, these are
pattern
so cute.
keeper. Yes, and we got a couple extra that we'll be giving away, but we were talking about a bunch of prizes. And here's more prizes.
Well, eventually these will be given away.
Yes.
They are wonderful.
You guys didn't read that, what I was holding up, did you? Hope not. Huzzah!
Very cool.
And then, yeah, I have my Mary Gale. It's also got some, the thing is corduroy. That's kind of cool. Friction, baby. I like it. Don't make fun of me. All right. I don't have anything else that I was going to talk about as far as enabling. Did you bring any goodies over to share?
No.
Just the wonderfulness that we have shown thus far?
Yes, that was it.
So, as we alluded to earlier, we are reviewing a book called Botanical Knits. I'm going to put my stuff down so I can focus.
Yes.
Focus, grasshopper. We got the ebook form.
Although I might let you talk and I'll keep going.
Okay. We got the ebook and then I just folded up all my papers. And I really like it in its ebook form, but it's hard to get camera angles and glares, and so I printed pictures. Sorry, trees.
Yes.
Which is ironic.
Botanical Knits, and you're like, yeah, sorry, trees.
So she released the pattern, or she put the patterns out on Ravelry, and I was adoring them. I know that I've mentioned on the podcast, and if you bought the For Good Hat, you also saw a picture of my sister hugging a tree. She was a forester. And so this book, like, I don't know, this almost seems like what mind shenanigans, right? Like, I don't know that I would actually ever have this dream because it would be too reality based, but like if there was an alternate universe where my sister was still alive, this book would be like propaganda for me, right? Like, look at all these beautiful stitch patterns, and don't you want me to knit you something? And or don't you want to knit?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's all tree-based, leaf motifs on various and sundry beautiful patterns. And so I had been longingly adoring the Autumn's End pullover when Alana was like, hey, you guys reviewed my Annie and the Swiss cheese scarf. Would you guys like to? And I was like, don't even have to ask. Yes, I would love to. Yes, yes, please, may we? And so I've got details here, and I just don't want to miss anything that I wanted to say, so excuse me for reading. So we are so honored, first of all, to be asked to do this. If you're interested in ordering the book and you want to pause it and go do it right now, it's botanicalknits.com. That's BOTANICAL knits with an S.com. And the first thing I wanted to comment on was her pricing.
Yes.
So,
excellent.
Excellent pricing. You can pre-order the printed copy for $22 plus shipping, which I went out and looked, and shipping for us was like $3, I think, and that's rounded up. So it's $25 for the pre-order of the printed book, which will come out to you in mid-May. But wait, you get the ebook immediately, which is so genius to me.
Yes.
Like, because whenever there's like a pre-order for a book, I'm like, oh, but I want to knit this now. And now you can. And get the printed book. So for, what was it, $25, you can get the ebook for $18. So for $7 more, you get the ebook plus the printed book shipped to you. And if you pre-order the printed book, you also get an exclusive garment pattern with the written book. Oh, yeah, so we need to go buy it. So that we get it. Plus the book's going to be gorgeous.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's insane to me. Because it's a lovely book, and it's instant gratification, and there's really no math needed to figure out that this is just a fantastic deal, right? I mean,
right.
$25 for, I think it's 12 patterns, 13 patterns. That's $2 a pattern. You can't buy a pattern on Ravelry for $2 a pattern. And I would knit every single one of these items. They're just gorgeous. So, yeah, and you wanted to talk about some of the ebook features.
Okay, there's only really one ebook feature that I thought was really good.
Okay.
There's Ravelry buttons. So as you're looking through it and you say, oh, that's really cute, you can click on it and it'll go right to the Ravelry pattern page where you can say Q or cast on or whatever you want to do in Ravelry, but it links you directly there. And that worked really slick. I tried it and it worked really good. Other than that, I just wanted to mention that the table of contents has, it's 2 pages, right? And one side has the words and, you know, what page, and it tells you a little snippet about what the pattern is. So this is a top-down blah, blah, blah. And then it has pictures of each thing and the page number that it's in. So for people who don't like to read, perfect.
And then in the ebook, I think you can actually even click the page number and it will take you there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Woohoo!
Yep.
Press delete. So just really impressed with the layout of the book. It looks very nice.
There's lots of,
the diagrams for the sweaters. I don't know if you can find one of those, but the diagrams for the sweaters are the pictures of the actual sweater, and then the diagram is laid over the top of it. So, I mean, I don't know, it's not that confusing to see a diagram without the picture, but once you put the picture in there, it's like, why haven't people been doing this forever? I mean, this is so simple.
Yeah, I'm getting there. It's just... I'm on the
But you can imagine, right? You see those, like, okay, here's your sleeve, and this is how long it needs to be. So there. See, it's the actual picture. So don't want to leave it up too long, you know.
Yep. Well,
give away.
Yeah, I think it's just measurements at this point. But, yeah. Very cool.
Thought that was neat. And then the last thing that I had written down that wasn't super pattern specific was that they have done these little leaves that are all throughout the book with the yarns that they used for the garments and the items. So your accessories and whatnot, they've done this little, I don't want to call it a gauge swatch, but you know, like a little way to see what the fabric is going to look like in a small way of these little leaves.
And that's a pattern that's included in the book as well.
Yes, the little leaf pattern is included. So if you wanted to make little leaves, and they sprinkle them throughout the book, so it's kind of fun to look at the leaves and like, oh, there's another one. But that's pretty much the, you know, the basics on the layout. Again, the table of contents was very nice, and then you had the idea that, you know, like in that table of contents, I could kind of tell, oh, that's a really pretty sweater, and it says that it's top down, you know, so I don't really like bottom up, so I want it to be top down. That's great. All in one place, in a little, you know, just condensed way. Also, you know, pictures, because pictures speak louder.
Very visual. And you could definitely tell she had employed a graphic artist, very botanical themed, you know, art along with the actual art of the knitwear. And I don't know if I had any more to talk about the layout, but the patterns themselves, there are 4 garments and 8 accessories. As I said, there's 12, and then there's that extra one that I'm just dying to find out about in May. The first one that caught my eye that I want to knit immediately, in faft, I have balled up in my girl cave bag here.
Balling up the yarn.
I'm like a balling maniac now. I put 2 skeins or 3 skeins per. I think that one's got 4 and this one's got 3, because they looked fairly well matched, and if I alternate skeins, I can just use the one. But because my ball winder is big enough now, I can put a bunch of them. Yeah. And doesn't this yarn? This is Road to China Light in the Peridot colorway, and it just screams leaves to me. I want to cast this on immediately. It's sport weight, and this is going to be luxurious. This has camel in it. Camel, a baby alpaca, cashmere, camel, and silk. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. Anyway, enough about my future knitting plans. This is a bottom-up pullover, Autumn's End, and this is going to be hard to hold up if the paper wants to roll. It's got a really fun leaf motif across all of it except the side, which I think is a really neat detail. I really love my Palm de Pen. It's got like a bunch of leaf motifs, or not leaf, they're pine cones on it, but it's all across all of it. And so on the edges, when you were doing any shaping or any changes, it became really difficult to continue in pattern. And so this allows you to do that and not change the, you know, and it also is very, I think it would
I can imagine seaming would be easier too.
Yeah.
If you had to seam. I don't know if it's a seamed pattern.
Yeah.
I didn't.
And yeah, I think the side panels are flattering. And it's got a kind of a boat neck. It's a wider neck. And it's for sport, and it's got positive ease. And I noticed by looking, I haven't knit the pattern, but I kind of pre-read the pattern before I knit it. And it seemed to me like, unlike other patterns that I've knit recently, where you're knitting a certain motif and then they say, and continue in pattern, even though you're increasing and decreasing, and you kind of have to do that math to figure out, okay, I'm 2 away from the edge and I'm supposed to purl 2, so I should eliminate one of the purls. Her instructions were very explicit. There was no and continue in pattern. It was like, no, this is what you're doing for row 53. Which I really liked, because it doesn't leave anything to interpretation, and you don't have to figure it out, as I just was trying to figure out an example. So this is going to be on my needles soon, and I know from listening to the Yarniacs that they said that was one of their favorites as well. So
it is beautiful, and I believe it's the main
it's the one on the front. The next one I had was Buds and Blooms, and this one is an Aran or bulky. I always want to say Aryan sweater, and I can't.
That would be wrong.
That would be wrong. It's got a really neat bud motif that goes up the back of the sweater. It has a accentuated collar here, a large collar, and then it's got that same bud motif on the front here.
Pocket your pockets.
Yes. So it's got circular pockets. It's 3/4 length sleeves, which I can appreciate. And I can't remember what the yarn was, but it's a very pretty color. I don't know that I would like the collar as it is, but you could probably modify it,
right,
to be more of your style. It's just not my style to have a big accentuated collar like that, but I could see it being really pretty. And then you were asking last week about the Entangled Vines cardigan, which is really hard to, or no, you have the one that you were going to talk about. The Twigs and Willows. Do you want me to talk about mine? You want to talk about yours?
You can talk.
Okay. Keep talking, Megan.
This one.
Entangled Vines is a top-down raglan cardigan that's worsted, and the leaves cascade down the sleeves, which I think is a very neat idea. It's kind of the cure for my sleeve boredom recently. I was thinking that you could probably, if you really liked it, also have some leaves cascading down the back.
Yeah.
If you wanted to center it in your stitches, which is a very pretty garment. And then the last garment you've got, the Entangled Vines.
So I don't have anything to mention about the construction because I didn't read.
It's a top-down raglan cardigan.
Okay.
With worsted.
Okay.
No, it's a bottom-up seamed raglan. Sorry, classic raglan. Sorry.
Okay.
It's not top-down.
It's a cardigan.
False. I said false.
And it's seamed.
Yep.
Okay.
Worsted.
I liked it because it looked like my Marigold Jen green, apple of Megan's eye, would look fantastic. Also, I've been attracted to most things that are jackety with rustic yarns. And this one is made with, I think it's Cascade 220, or maybe that was one of the substitutions. But, you know, just rustic looking colors with that texture. Like this one's got like a tweedy fleck in it, heathered. And so I don't know, I've just been drawn to these lately, and I think that the line that it creates on your collarbone, so like, you know, it kind of mimics your collarbone, is just really flattering. I think that this will look very good on you know, I don't want to say all people, but I would say most people. Yeah. This is going to be a really nice cardigan in all sizes.
I also noticed that the ribbing at the bottom of the jacket extends up a little farther.
Yes.
Than you normally would see. It's not like it's an actual accent piece versus like just ribbing to keep it from
curling. Yeah.
Curling.
Yeah. It's definitely got that deep. I don't know. I just really thought that it was simple, but it had just that, like, I don't know, the design element seemed to think in the lines of flattering your upper body. Because I really think that when you create a collarbone on somebody, it does something. I love it. And then
and that was Twigs and Willows.
That was Twigs and Willows. So you wanted to finish with the garments, and then we can talk about some of the
all
accessories.
4 of them.
Oh, okay. So I just wanted to show you some of the pictures of the other patterns, and I know you can go click around. You're probably doing that right now. But I really like this hat right here. It's got the brim knit separate, and then you pick up stitches to the top. So pretty. And it's an oak leaf. And I have a thing. I love the oak leaf shape. And so I think that that's really cute that she incorporated an oak leaf.
It's cloche style.
Yes.
And so, yeah, you knit it around, and then, so it's enough of interest that but it's not too simple, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like it's a, that accent gives it a nice finished look.
And again, yeah, it's cloche style. It's really good. And then these socks, I mean, these look like they're quite a bit textured. I might have to like knit a little bit of them before I commit to the full sock. But I absolutely love the way they look. I just am not sure they'll fit in my shoes. And I hate to say that without having actually knit them.
Yeah.
So just
most of my socks don't ever go in my shoes, by the way. So
okay.
they're
But
all at home.
It reminds me of the one I just got done with, and that's just on the top of your foot. It's not all the way up and down, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just love the look. So this look is just so cool.
So that's the ivy trellis socks, and these are the ivy trellis mitts. So that's the same motif on mittens. And I thought it was really pretty. So if you didn't think that it would fit in your socks,
it's true. I should knit that one.
Yeah, this one thicker, denser on your hands. And then also for your hands, the spring foliage pattern, which is so pretty. I mean, your thumb gusset is not wasted. There is
a pattern on your thumb gusset.
There's leaves going up your thumbs, and this is another one that like I could see going, I need to make something for Melissa. And I would make her some mitts, and she would wear them out and be like, look, there's leaves on growing up my thumbs. I've got a green thumb. What else? Her Wrapped in Leaves, which is a larger version of her cedar leaf shawlette. And also she has a twin leaf loop. So it's one of those infinity cowls with a leaf motif. And you can wear it long or you can double wrap it.
And I think the suggested yarn is that alpaca grande or whatever. The
luxurious.
Yes, very and really bulky, chunky yarn. I mean, it's going to be a quick knit.
Yeah, that would be a quick knit. And then last but certainly not least would probably be the second thing that I would cast on from this book, which is the pressed leaves. And she does add beret after it, but it's a slouchy / beret, and it's got that really cool, I think you can see in the picture here, the leaf motif that looks kind of like pressed leaves, and I love how they all flow up into that point. So I think it's a deal of a book. Really great patterns, really great price, really great promotion that she's doing.
Yes.
I don't have anything really negative to say about it.
Did you say something about like after the pre-order, you couldn't get the book in digital combo?
Yeah. That's so the pre-order combo is just for pre-orders.
So don't wait to buy the paper book if you want the paper book, because you'll get the free digital copy right now.
Yep.
So. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Because if you're thinking about waiting, you'll just get the book and you won't get the digital copy for free.
And yeah, I know from being out online that a lot of people were really excited about it and may have already, we may be preaching to the choir. You may have already heard about it. But we were really honored to be asked to be part of her blog tour. And I hope that everybody enjoys the book as much as I have, because it's a wonder on your eyes, and the patterns are really neat and innovative, and Alana is a very wonderful person to work with.
Now, we had a little chat. Are we going to do that?
A little chat.
We're gonna...
Oh, yeah. Oh, totally. Yes. I'm like,
she's like, I forgot something.
We chat about a lot of things. We are going to give away a digital copy.
Digital only.
That's
the only way we know how to do it.
Yeah, of the book. And since I put you on the spot for what the shawl kit giveaways question was going to be, I thought in advance about this. That's why I put you on the spot earlier. I'm going to open a thread, and you need to tell me what your favorite tree/leaf is. And if you post a picture of the leaf, all the better, because I love leaves. My favorite leaf is, we have a ginkgo in the backyard, and it has
enormous.
It's ginormous, and it has these wonderfully dense and supple and soft leaves. And I'll post a picture online of what they look like, but I really love my ginkgo leaves. And my sister's favorite tree was the shagbark hickory. Do you have a favorite tree/bush? Well, because sometimes they look like, sorry.
I have an affinity for the oak leaf. I think that it's really pretty, but when I was growing up, it was maple all the way.
Yeah.
I really like the maple leaf.
Yeah. So that'll be that giveaway. You didn't put me on the spot. We had already talked about it. I had just forgotten about it. So in support of Alana and our love of this book and the fact that we got some for free, and now we're going to have to go buy the paper book so that we can get that other garment, we will be giving away a digital version, which is, I think, available via Ravelry download, but we'll iron out those details, and the deadlines will all be in the threads, and we'll mention them in upcoming episodes as well. So yeah, lots of exciting things going on next week, or in a upcoming week. Maybe we don't want to do reviews 2 weeks in a row. We've got another 2 designers that have contacted us about reviewing their books as well. So.
Yeah, so I mean, again, I would love to go out right away, but I think that I don't know. Maybe we need a week off. I don't know.
You were like, you guys didn't ever used to review anything, and now you're every week. But yeah, a lot of exciting. I get really excited about patterns. I don't go out and read a lot of magazines or go actively looking for books, but the designers that I do know and love, or I see tweets or they're in the Ravelry top 20, I get excited about, and I've become ever so excited about them ever since I've been knitting a stocking knit in the round for a bazillion inches. I'm like, I want to cast on. Why, yes, I'll cast on the vitamin D. Why, yes, I'll cast on Autumn's End. Why, yes. And eventually I have to stop saying why, yes. Because that's not me. I'm not. To have 2 garments on the needle seems kind of funny. I don't know which thing to give my love to. But I'm almost there.
Yes.
So,
you certainly are.
Yes, it's been a slog. But
did we have any other news?
I think that was it.
Okay. Well, so retreat goers were very excited. There's no real new news. My mom is giving us prototypes of our retreat bags.
So not really goodie bags in that.
If you order one, you shouldn't be expecting it to be full to the brim with free yarn. If you order one, you should expect it to have the bag and maybe one other thing inside of it.
Yeah.
But we're working out sizing and all that stuff with my mom, but we have some on the way to our house right now, so we're excited to try them on and see how they look and see if there's anything we want to tweak or change. But the patterns, the fabrics and stuff, I think we've decided that what those are, and I don't know, we're getting excited.
We are. And the 5K, I'm excited to hear people are excited about that. It is a run/walk, so
prediction.
Yes, prediction.
So you can win if you're going really slow, but you know exactly how much time it's going to take you.
Yep. And that'll be Friday. Some people were asking about that. That will be Friday morning.
Before the bus trip.
So you'll be sitting all day anyway. You should probably get
up and walk and
get her up and at 'em. Yeah.
And I don't know if I'll be participating or holding the timepiece. But
my mom is not a morning person. I would say Mommy, Grandma Jill could
do the timepiece,
but she might not get up that early.
But however, maybe we'll make Paul do it. Just kidding, Paul.
Yeah, Paul.
He does not watch.
Exercise Paul does not watch.
I wasn't talking about exercise Paul. I was talking about hotel Paul.
Oh, that Paul. But yeah,
you don't know these people.
Yeah. If you are interested in attending, I have heard some of the folks that are convincing other folks say, you don't have to pay now, and you can sign up and save save the money, not that you save money by signing anyway. It's very little risk other than your travel plans that you need to make, and come and join us. Check us out on zombieknitpocalypse.com. Otherwise, we are available this podcast is available via iTunes and out on stockingitzombies.com.
This feels very weird. I don't think we've ever done this.
I don't know.
This is where you can find us.
there might be people watching us for the review that want to know.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Okay, that should be like our, and now we're done.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye, Ufta.